This year, 2020, is a very challenging year and yet also transformational year for all of us. It's in those times that we're in now a great gift for yourself to inform yourself, to do your own research and to see how it feels for you, to find the truth within, because our bodies are going to respond. They will communicate to us through our intuition and through how something feels. What do you think about that?
Yes, I think we feel in our bodies everything that we need to not even transform, but transmute.
Mm-hmm.
So things are happening in you, in your own system, in your own life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't work through it, it will stay in your system and it will stay in the world.
Yeah.
So what is happening on this planet is a big invitation to go within.
Yeah.
And feel what it does to you. Because we know everything is one and we are all connected. And what is happening in the world is not to be seen separate from what is happening with you.
Yeah.
And not everybody will feel all the things that are happening, but the things that do trigger something in you are the things that you can go within and feel what it does for you.
Yeah.
And that might be old processes, old experiences, old memories for you. You might not even know what it is you're feeling, what you're going through. But as long as it triggers something, it is like a signal for you to go inside and feel it through and through.
Yeah.
And that's what I teach, and that's what I have been learning myself with my intuitive development training. To just hold the space in your own system, in your own body, for whatever emotion comes up.
Yeah, that's very true. Like everything, like all the emotions that we suppress and are stuck, are blocking us,
They're blocking our energy, our field,
Mm-hmm.
and they get stuck in our physical bodies even. I don't know if you do yin yoga.
Yeah, I do.
Well, with yin yoga, you're being taught that all the old emotions go into your connective tissue. That's the tissue around your bones, and all the old information and old emotions that you do not process get stuck there. That's why sometimes when doing yin yoga, all these old things come up like anger or sadness, and you don't even know where it's coming from.
Yeah, it's the invitation then to look deeper, to go deeper, to work layer by layer, to as you as well mentioned, transmute those stuck energy and to free ourselves, to liberate ourselves
and the planet
for it.
By doing it,
and the planet. And here we are already like talking about again the great awakening that is happening at this moment in the world, and that is actually looking at the bigger picture, that we are connected with everything and everyone out there. We are all one, and great awakening is actually expanding into a greater awareness, into a greater consciousness, and to expand and include more from what is happening in this reality, more aspects of it, more information. It's like expanding in a way that we include as well more of who we are in our essence, and that comes as well with including more of our emotions that are coming up. So it's a full stretch in our emotional, physical, mental and spiritual capacity,
and also the allowing inside what is happening in the world, no longer shutting it out or no longer closing your eyes for that.
And we can only allow it on the level of consciousness that we are on, but also on that inner capacity that we actually have of handling this process, right? It's a lot about how much capacity do we have within, but also in the sense of the support system around us. How much are we held in a container where this can actually happen, and it's a process. It's not a one time overnight thing. It's a process, and this process is for everybody different, and it can come as well with overwhelm and confusion and anxiety by looking outside and by seeing what is happening. And so my question here as well is like, what is an advice that we can give somebody that is experiencing this overwhelm, and how can we be more of service for each other?
Yeah, first of all, to indeed go within and feel what there is to feel. Not be afraid by what there is, but also to protect yourself. I mean, you don't want to go around the internet looking up all kinds of images that are, burned into your memory and that you cannot process. And that's not for nothing that some people still have the cognitive dissonance, is what we call it. Cognitive dissonance is that you'd rather not know about it and just pretend that it's not there. And most people on this planet still choose not to see it because they are just not ready for what is happening. And it's also programming, because the programming is so dense on them that they cannot access this other reality because it's so far off what we've been told. And they're still very much into this programming. And the first step is, and that's, for me, it's hard, and I know for a lot of people it's hard, to also accept that and accept where other people are. Accept it for yourself and accept it for other people.
Yeah.
And you cannot change the world. You cannot shake people awake. You can only awaken yourself. And then, because you are waking up, start shining your light. And by shining your own light, other people will be inspired to see as well.
Yeah, because in there you connect in a space where you feel resonance on a heart connection. It is important, and I believe that it is essential to connect with an open heart, or to meet people in this open heart space, and to be non-judgmental of at what stage or space or place they are in their own individual journey. But it can be also confrontational and this inner conflict.
Yeah, because the awakening is confronting for people, because you're there believing, seeing, knowing all kind of information that is totally off limit.
Yeah.
That people won't believe, that people won't see, that they believe is made up.
Yeah.
So the programming is so strong.
Diverse as well, because we have, as you say, like from people who are either in disbelief or they don't want to.
Disbelief is already a step.
Yeah.
Disbelief, because you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Most people still look away. And I think all of us on this planet, we all have come here with a reason, and we all have come here to take some kind of part in this great awakening that is happening. And I believe that people who are awake now or waking up were the early ones. And it's not about being better or, being first or, it's not some kind of elite, a new kind of elite. No, it's about you being here with a reason, you perceiving that there's things different than what you were told, that you're breaking out of your programming earlier than other people. And that has meaning. It means that you have a role to play.
A purpose even. Yeah. In
helping others. And there we get on the terrain that it becomes hard, because we want so much to help people and to make people see, and that it's just not possible. So, and then we have to go inside and feel what there is to feel, and go through the processes and through the motions ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So the steps to take is that you look within, feel within, and start really feeling the grief, feeling the pain. A lot of people experience a lot of stress in this situation because they see the pain, they see what has been done to other people, what has been done for centuries, how we've been lied to. And they feel a grief and a pain that is really deep.
Mm-hmm.
And my first advice is to go there and accept this pain. Mm-hmm. And we are so programmed not to want to feel what is hard.
Yeah,
what is hard in your own life also. We just don't want to feel what is hard and what is tough. Mm-hmm. But if you can hold space for yourself and just feel what is there to feel, you're transmuting already that within yourself that is in the collective.
And how about those who are too overwhelmed and need support?
Yes, you can always talk to family and friends that do see what is happening. And that can be a tough one, because we know there's not so many people around. Probably I don't have that many people around in my normal surroundings. But I did find a tribe on the internet. Well, you were obviously part of that. And there's a lot of other people that I even started working together now with. And it's always been, told about these times. There's the rainbow prophecy in the indigenous cultures that tells about a time when the earth is ravaged and the people, the animals are dying, and when there's a lot of difficult things going on the earth, when the tribe of people will come together, that will be called the rainbow tribe. And I think that is now. That is now. We are all coming together.
Yeah, we are all starting to become more aware, to create a different, more,
start to recognize each other.
Yeah, see each other, see that I am you and you are me, that to presence, to embody that I am another you, and to be seen, to be heard. That goes so deep. It's connecting on a heart level, and that's beautiful.
It is,
It is. So,
and it is important, because we cannot do things alone. And we're going now into the Aquarian Age, and Aquarian Age is about collaborating and co-creating. And it's not for nothing they say the new earth is being co-created.
Yeah.
And it's being co-created by the people that see it now and that start to see it and that become aware. And then other people will follow. And it's like a light, literally a light. If you start shining your own light, other people will be affected, and they see your light and they get inspired by you, and your tribe is coming to you, and the tribe will become bigger and bigger. And that is how change is brought.
Yeah. Also, like if you are yourself in a space where you have inner space, where you have this capacity to relate to one another, but also this capacity to see another, that is already where healing starts to come in. But also when we radiate or embody higher frequencies, then we radiate higher frequencies, and that also has an impact on the people around us.
They start to resonate with you.
They start to resonate with you. It affects them as well. It's on a very subtle level. Things start start shifting. So whatever we do, if we go within, and if we start to connect with ourselves and open up to this greater being that we are not just healing ourselves, but also
healing for the collective.
For the collective.
So that's the first step, is to go inside, feel what there is to be felt. Finding your tribe, your new tribe, is also part of that. And when you can process everything that is coming up, then you can start to practice forgiveness. And it can be really hard to try to forgive, what has been done to you. But if you try to look at it from, again, a perspective of oneness, we are all one. I'm not a victim. You're not a victim. We've all been victims, and we've all been perpetrators. We've all been the bad guys. We've all been the good guys in this life and lives before that. And we've all had a role in our lives that we were judging other people. And we've all had situations in which we were being judged. And we've all had our small lies, and we've all been lied to. So if we can start to look from a holistic perspective to what is happening in the
bigger
world,
picture.
the bigger picture, and know that we came to this planet, and before we came here, we made an agreement. We made an agreement on a collective level to play this game. It's actually a game. I like to call it like a holo game. We made this agreement that some of us would be the bad guys and some of us would be the good guys, and that we were to evolve together and solve this duality. Because before, the planet was not in duality. Long time ago, there was no duality. And the soul said, well, we cannot learn anything if there's not duality. Because everything is good and everything is nice. So then duality came to the planet. And then we started experiencing through learning. And now we're at a point that duality can go again, because our souls have, learned those lessons.
Integrated. We can stand in this, like the 0 point, like in this center,
field,
where we can look at everything that is happening and integrate and hold, like, polarity and duality. It's like this stance, but it comes like by being rock solid in your own center, and to embody that, to go there. That's the inner work. That's the inner work. And I agree. We all came here, and all the lessons that we are experiencing through our life, they are for our own soul evolution, but also in contact with everyone else. And that makes this super intelligence, this loving intelligence of the loving field where we are all connected with.
And so through the processes that are going on this earth, we first find what is disbalanced, what is discorded, what is not working. It's not only in the world, the processes in the world and the awakening going there. It's also within ourselves. What in your life is not working anymore? And many people see their lives falling to pieces. Also, because of the virus that happened, I mean, a lot of people lost their jobs, lost their businesses. A lot of people were home for months and realized that I don't want to live this life anymore, going, by car to my work every day, not having the freedom to be with my children, not having the freedom to do as I want to create a life I want to. So a lot of things are falling down, as to say. But things have to fall apart before they can fall together again. And this is the true essence of the Great Awakening. This is not about what is happening in the world. This is what is happening in us, and what is happening from a planetary perspective. So everything needs to collapse and fall apart, so we can shift from 3D to 5D.
as within, so without. So to create with intention a better, more evolved, more loving future that serves us all, a reality where we are like living from our highest expressions, like joy,
ease, flow.
Yeah, where we're flowing, where we are in a place of love. This elevated emotions are part of our daily life, and it starts with small conscious steps, one step at a time.
Yes,
and that's
it's
how,
not the old linear ways again about making a plan and having step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you take step by step, and first you take step 1. And you go towards your dreams and towards what you want to create in the world, and you have no idea what's coming out. You just have a vision and a mission, and you feel what it is you want to create in this world. And then again, you take the first step, and by following synchronistic things that happen to you and following that lead, you can create that world.
Yeah, intentionally. That's the big keyword as well, to create from the heart, in alignment with your higher self, your highest expression, but with also embodying that we are all one, that we are all interdependent and connected through the field. And when we start to intend from there, the reality that we manifest all together will be very, very beautiful.
Yeah, it will be. And now more and more people need to tap into that. And that can only happen when we break down the old barriers, when we break down the old construct, and when it is really collapsing the old world. Because the old world doesn't allow us to live from that place, because it holds us. The earth is sometimes called like a prison planet, because we're kept here against our will in lives that we don't want. We want to live the way we feel is our birthright, from that place of love and from that place of oneness. But many people cannot tap into that yet, because they just don't believe that it is there, because they've never seen it. I mean, everybody knows this feeling of love, but we feel that it is something out of our reach, or that we can only access temporary. But it can be always and every day, and we can fully live that life. But then the old systems have to go. You know, the old schooling systems have to go. The old political ways have to go. The country borders have to go. The way money is perceived and money is used has to go. A schooling system, the way we retrieve energy, the way we work with health. And that is all being restructured at this moment. So what we see, what is really on the face of the earth in the matter right now, is the falling down and the collapsing of the old systems. And what people are not seeing is what is being built up next to it. Actually, it's not even behind it, it's next to it. The new system is parallelly being built up. There's a quantum information system being put in place. There's a quantum financial system being put into place. There's a quantum computing system, a quantum internet system being put in place. There's healing modalities coming. It is mentioned that before the end of the year, 6,000 new holistic healing modalities will be brought onto this earth, and that we will not need the old hospital machinery anymore this year. There's medbeds coming that will heal any disease, that will heal our, modern diseases. That you can go in there and come out and be 35 again and become up to 30 years younger. And I know that can be hard. Yes, I like to do that. I will. We know somebody actually who has planned to buy one of these magnets. It's not a future story anymore. It's not like we have to wait for world peace for 30 years. It will be here in a few years. Within 4 to 5 years, when the age of Aquarius has totally rooted in our existence, it will be all different, and it's happening already. And before the end of the year, we will see a lot of these changes already being in place.
Yeah.
And then the rest of your friends and family, they will start to see, and you don't need to convince them. They will see in their lifetime, in our lifetime, this year, next year, it will become to perspire, and it will become very clear that the new systems have been building in the parallel to the old ones that are now collapsing. Yeah,
new systems that we're building with on a higher level of frequency, because it's the energy that we set into our intention, in our thoughts, and the way we create then matter is what will matter, because that will be the more elevated
mind over matter, really.
Mind over matter, yeah. And that will be then the more elevated creation that we see manifested in reality, because
that's what they call 5D Earth.
Yes.
Now we're living in 3, 4D, I would say. And it's all there simultaneously. I mean, we can experience beautiful 5D emotions like love and oneness, and at another moment be angry with our children, or, fall out in traffic.
So when we are triggered,
when we're triggered, it's all simultaneously. And that is actually what is multidimensional. It's not like one system replacing the other, but it's all happening at the same time.
Mm-hmm. It's a reality where we embrace really our multidimensional being, and where we are the architects of creating and building with intention and with elevated emotion, so with a higher frequency.
Yeah, and that is why it is so important for you to go through these motions, to open your eyes and see what is happening in the world. Because if you are aware right now, you are one of the architects, and we're all architects. We're all here for a reason in this time, but you are seeing this already. This means that you have a role, and that is what you can focus on. Like, what is this experience in this moment on this planet trying to teach me, and what do I feel deep inside that I am here for?
And how do I want this world to feel, to look like? And I am in a leading position, like by making small steps and helping to shape it in a way that it feels good for me and others, like having this awareness and this dissolving the disbelief that we do not have any power in creating a different reality than what it is right now. That's the main
that is focus. What we've been told for ages, that we don't have this power, and this is why this is a prison planet, because we've been told that we can only do this, we can only go so far, and we only have this authority, and that is just going away, and we're just tapping into the infinite beings we are, in the infinite potential of what we can create. So it's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful. And to wrap this up, the process also requires courage to look at parts within yourself that are, well, where we believe it's too painful to go, that we suppress because it's uncomfortable, and we don't like to go there. we don't like to go and experience these places within ourselves that are uncomfortable. But that's the invitation, and that's the path that
just feel the fear and do it anyway, because we have to go through the pain to really experience the full potential. And so these times are just showing us the way.
The final sentence, final word is it's also choice. We do have to, it's the power of choice. We do have to find within ourselves this place where we choose that we do want something different for ourselves, for our brothers and sisters, for our families, for our communities, for this world. It's choosing to be in service, to make a difference, and it all starts with self-love, and it expands to a greater love for all there is.
Yeah, that's beautiful.